presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Oh, look who we have.
It's a beautiful day. Look at our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take him by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Create the perfect relationship between you and your body. Treat your body with all love, honor, gratitude, and respect. When you make it a goal to adore your body and accept yourself completely, you learn to have the perfect relationship with anyone else you are with. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 7, NASDAQ up 106, S&P's up 15. I'm going to cut to the chase real quick, folks. I had this on the news, but you got to know this ASAP. Apple was getting held up at 115.10. Bottom line is that it broke the 115.10, and what you're looking at in Apple right now is you get an ABC structure on the way down. Okay, so it broke the structure. Figuring this is more important to know than the whole rundown here for a second here. Let me get to this number. So your price projection on Apple right now is 112.56. You can see that it blew away the B point, blew it away with volume. You needed 6.7 million on the 10 minute. We're already at 6.5 million, and we get 2 minutes left on this baby. So Apple's going south. Let's go to the NDX 100, NQZ. We take a look at the NQs. I believe that all these indices just did another small ABC down too. Okay, so we go to the NQs first. You take a look at the NQs. Well, you know, if you listen to the news, I suspect that this 11,367 wants to get tested. We're 11,389. That being said, let me look at this one. Yeah, this is an ABC down too. We get ABC downs everywhere here, man. And if you don't understand what an ABC down is, folks, or up, it's real easy. Just go to Amazon, order my book, The Art of Time in the Trade, and you will find out how simple these are. They're very simple, but they're very efficient. Okay, so our A point on this, let me get this. 11,479. 11,479 minus the B point is 11,404. 404. Okay, so, whoops. So we have a 75 A to B, which is not that bad inside the NASDAQ, minus your 11,449. 11,449. Okay, 11,374. The A to B equals C to D inside the Qs, 11,374. Now let's go over and take a look at the S&Ps. It's going to have the same thing. See, what happens here, and this is what's cool about ABCs in general, is that you're always still looking for harmony, folks. And harmony is said you don't have to just don't look at one thing. The bottom line is if all the indices are doing it well, guess what? It's a heads up. And we just did it here inside the S&Ps also. Okay, so your A point out here inside the is 3408.25, 3408.25. That's your A. Your B point is down here that was established at 2 o'clock this afternoon, which is 3393, 3393, which whoops, did that wrong. Okay, 1 second. 3408, 3408.25 minus your B point out here, which is the 3393, 3393, gets us a 15.A to B. Your C is out here at 33.98. 33.98. Which gets you, there it goes. That's saying the S&P 33.79. That's the number on the S&P too. So you're $10 lower than where you were. I want to get that out of the way first. Gold contract out here, flat, 1963. You got silver up 2 cents, $27.38. Light sweet crude up $1.16, $38.42 a barrel. Notes and bonds. 10-year note right now down 2 ticks, 139.16. The 30-year bond down 5 at 176.17. And King dollar's up 40 ticks, trading 93.09. The euro is at 118. The yen is at 105 and a quarter, and the British pound is at 128 to $1 US. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here and see what we have. You have Apple is the king out here today. It's down $1.40 right now. Tesla, it's up $40. Apple's down $1.17 rather. Tesla's up $40. You have Peloton up $1.90. Nikola is down $2.70. Let's see. You have those are the biggest. Those are the bigger ones out there. We go into the NDX big dogs out here. We take a look at Amazon. Amazon right now is trading up $45. We go to Google. We take a look at Google. Google is up $19. FDX, FedEx is coming out with their numbers after the close out here today, folks. That's trading up $1.43. And they are going to be looking for some big numbers out here. And FedEx is already, now the amazing part on FedEx, folks, okay, is that FedEx has gone up from $88 to, let me make sure, it just, every time I do this, it seems impossible, but I believe this is what it was. Yeah, $88 to $237 since March. So the bottom line, FedEx to me could come out with as many good numbers as they want, but guess what, man? You're up 250% since March, and number-wise, what they're looking for, the bottom line, they're looking for a slight increase from last year. They did $17 billion last year. They're looking for $17.6 billion. That being said, they made $3.05 last year. They're looking for only $2.69. So the real kicker there is, how do you go up 250%? Well, here, let's do it this way. So that's last year. So I'll bring this back a year. I'm just curious where FedEx was trading a year ago. Okay, so FedEx was trading a year ago at 174. So they're going to make less money than a year ago, but yet we're trading at 237. Bottom line, do whatever you like with it. Adobe's coming out with numbers after, it's the 15th. Yeah, it says the 15th, man. Adobe's coming out with numbers after the close. Adobe, now this is pretty amazing. Adobe's growing, they normally were growing, basically at a good 10%. Now they're growing at 22%. They're looking for $3.2 billion. Bottom line, the stock's up 100% since March, but you know what the differential is? The bottom line is that they did $2.8 billion a year ago. Now they're looking for $3.2 billion. They made $2.05 a year ago. Now they're looking for $2.41. I can see that as a little more realistic. Stay right there. Come right back, folks.
Hi, folks. Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks. The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The Gold Report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metal sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is up 18, Nasdaq's up 110, S&Ps are up 16 and a half. And let's just go look at those S&Ps for a second, because what you have in here, folks, is that let's see, we had as high as 34.09. That's not that bad, but you're down 18 points off these highs. That's a number. That's totally a number. And I forget what let's see, the ABC structure down, it had the S&Ps only up about 4, so that's about 10 points lower. Let's go take a look at Peloton for one of the tigers out here. So if we take a look at Peloton, Peloton's trading up $193, $83, $84 flat out. And they wanted to look at it on a 10-minute chart. And I see. Okay, so you came down hard and fast. You got to 83.35. And you just tested 83.45. Ugh. So when I look at something like this, folks, okay, I need that thing to get to the 35. Well, I don't need it, okay? But the bottom line is that when you don't test it, right to the number, the bottom line is that, guess what? It hasn't hit it yet. If this goes sideways, like for another, even 5-10 minutes, and it'll make the run again for it. That's how these normally work, meaning to test that low. That number there, whether it's news that it's out there or it's just a monster trade that's out there. Let me just look at this for a second so we can match this up. I'm just putting the biggest trades of the day up right now on one cycle. Okay, so let me put this on another screen now so I can see what time this was. PTOM. What I'm looking for here, folks, is this. When you have a large trade, a large downdraft like that, I don't know whether there's news on this, but what ends up happening is that, the bottom line is that these are funds that have decided that, man, I am out and I'm out right now, and they don't have a problem smoking that thing down, $5 or $6 to get out of the whole position. So that was done at 1:30. So you go 107 was 107,000 shares done. That's the closest. 145, 25,000. 85, 70. Yeah, they're moving this out, man. They're moving this out. Let me see it. 1307. That's 107. Let me look at 107 for a second. 107. Where are you? That's 107. Oh man, that's intense. So this is pretty wild, folks, because you almost could have like, if I look at that bar, it's like, okay, man, maybe someone was buying there. It didn't move much, and then whoever it was, then someone else unloaded on them, man. Yeah, my take is that thing's going low. It's going to at least test it. That's how this is set up right now. And if you go south, and if you go south with volume, bottom line is that you very well could be down to the end, because when you look at Peloton of 2 days ago, you're at $78. I know that it would be very quick coming into a close, but what does happen is that when you don't have prices hold in a bull market, we've been in for quite some time, and people have made a lot of money, and people have been right buying dips, that can turn into problems very quickly in the context of how prices can get destroyed. Because everyone, the picture, even large funds, you're up money, you're up money, you're up money. You know that it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Like, okay, is it going to happen today again? Is it going to happen? And it does, and it does, and it doesn't, and then all of a sudden, bang. Okay, So when it goes south, they can go south very quickly. We go to the Dow Industrials and we take a look at the inside the Dow Industrials. The leaders out here. Dow's having a hard time holding price. You got Home Depot putting the most amount of points in, 38 positives. Salesforce 26, Amgen 14. Taken away from it, nothing really big. Caterpillar 30, that's decent. JP Morgan 17 negative, Travelers 14, United Health 12. So bottom line is that there's some action there. If we go take a look at Microsoft, one of the tigers out here. Microsoft right now, that's basically that's laid up to hits the bottom of the consolidation. The bottom of the consolidation out here is 197. Right now you're at 207. Microsoft's going to be coming out with numbers October 22nd. When you look at many of these charts, folks, okay, bottom line is that you came down off the highs. You came off the highs with volume. You've been going sideways and been trying to go higher, and you have volume contracting dramatically. The longer that happens, the more probability that you have a building cause for the bottom of the consolidation, if in fact it's in a consolidation. See, like with Microsoft, if we look at Microsoft again, to me, Microsoft's lucky it's in a consolidation, because that can give it support at the bottom of the range that it's been in. Microsoft did not go parabolic, okay? It certainly went up from 132 to 232 in 6 months, okay? But the bottom line is it didn't go up 100%, 150%, 200% what some of these equities did. That being said, Microsoft has been in a consolidation going all the way back to the 30th of June. And, there's nothing that I would say is more positive for an equity than you going in a straight line move and you get extended, and then all of a sudden your bottom line is that whoever is accumulated over that course of time decides that, hey, listen, man, I got a great score. When's the last time that I have bought a big cap stock with billions of shares, billions, and it has gone up 150% in 6 months? Well, it hasn't happened in my career, I can tell you that. What has happened is that, at 1996 to 2000, you had plenty of equities that did that, but they weren't big cap stocks. These were all brand new internet stocks that, went ballistic, and we know the story there. I don't see this story of, the big caps getting absolutely toasted like beyond belief, okay? What I do see, though, is that, these equities have gone up dramatically, and we are in a correction right now. And it's a slow bleed into the downside, but they're pushing out paper, and they're pushing this paper out in a pretty incredible way. There's no two ways about that. We'll see how this ends up when we take a look at. Let's go. I'm curious about the IWM today, because what you had yesterday is that. Yeah, that's interesting, man. So the IWM is trying to hold price. These are the small caps, okay? Bottom line, it looks today that you're up 43 cents. You're at 153.52. Yeah, this will be a failure Okay, if it can't hold 153.87, which it went higher than that today, then you get another failure on price and volume inside of that Russell 2000. And the Russell 2000 has been the weakest indice for a long period of time. Apple, look at this. There's no doubt. Imagine you have a large portfolio and you know that Apple can affect your portfolio in an incredible way. Well, what are you going to do? The bottom line, you're going to buy Apple, right? You can see we got a low out here of 113.61. The ABC structure is 112 something. Bottom line, last two bars though, trying to buy it again. And guess what? As much as you try to pump in equity up, the market is much bigger than all of that, folks. That's the bottom line. And when turns come, they come. Stay right there. Come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has developed a daily programming lineup for traders by traders. We start every trading day live at 8:30 a.m. with Tommy O'Brien hosting the morning market kickoff as he starts the day off by breaking down everything you need to know about what's going on for the trading day ahead. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento takes your calls and questions live on the air for the opening bell as he hosts Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host a Bull Bear Trading Hour. At 11 a.m., it's Kevin Hinks and Alex Coffey from TD Ameritrade Network with Fast Market. Basil Chapman at noon with the Tiger Technicians Hour. Steve Rhodes hosts the Trader's Edge at 1 p.m. Dave White with the Power Trading Hour at 2 p.m. And Tom O'Brien closes out the day for the final hour of trading live from 3 till 4. Don't miss a second of our daily programming lineup. Tune in to Tiger TV every trading day live at TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is flat. NASDAQ is up 125. S&Ps are up 16. Today was the first day of the Fed meeting. Bottom line, we'll get a statement out here tomorrow, folks, at 2. And then, of course, we're going to get some kind of a virtual news conference. I don't expect any, surprises out of the Fed. The bottom line, they told us flat out, lower for longer. What is going to be intriguing is that what is going to be the information policy-wise inside there? Because if you looked at the last two Fed statements that are out there, the bottom line is that they're saying, hey, we've done everything we can do. Guess what? You Democrats, Republicans, Democrats, you better get on the ball here because we're going to need some help. in the context of to put this whole baby behind us and to move forward. And the amount of price, we talk prices and we talk volume a lot. We talk price destruction, we talk expansion, contraction. The price destruction, folks, and the destruction of just restaurants and bars out here is absolutely extraordinary, okay? This isn't like coming back. It can come back in a long period of time. It just takes time. But what it takes is this. So picture this. You open a place, you get your heart into the place, you've saved, you got everything into your place, right? The bottom line, this thing comes out of nowhere. They had stimulus that come in, no doubt help some people for a bit. In the context of, I would say, restaurants and bars, might have kept them alive a little bit longer, won't keep them alive in general. The reason being is that the overheads are way too much when we've already been down for 7 months. I can't picture, another 6 months we're going to be down. The bottom line is it's not going away overnight. So in that context, what ends up happening is that, let's say that you had enough money to revamp and do it a second time, meaning of the same place you have. Okay, so you do it a second time. Then what ends up happening is that as you go south again, it takes years, okay, in order to everyone else that is coming up to, first off, save the money, secondly, take the risk, and then thirdly, hope that you get business. So we're in a spot right now, and the reason I'm bringing that part of it up, and we can stay, because we got employment numbers that are coming out, I believe, tomorrow. The reason I'm bringing that part of it up is this, is that it's not a large paying part in general. That being said, it is a large paying part when you take the aspect of how much they're getting paid and then the tips on top of it and the amount of cash that goes through communities. It'll take 5 to 7 years for all those places to start doing better again, to go up the scale again, and to keep unemployment going. So this is a road, man. This is a road, and I've opened enough businesses, man, to know each and every time you do it, the real question is going to be how much are you putting at risk. Are you putting, when I was a kid, I was putting $300 at risk, $1,000. You grow up a little bit more, you're putting 20 or 30,000. You grow up a little bit more, you're putting 200,000. Okay, grow up a little bit more, you're putting even more. So it depends on where that scale is. And the bottom line, on every single one of those, guess what? It can be gone in 1 second. And the bottom line, that's where we're at. My take on the aspect of the economy as a whole. It's been, the stimulus money ran out end of July. We're at September 15th. The bottom line is that, we're in the markets. Companies have to make money in order for prices to go up. Now, we've seen that is not the case, okay? But the bottom line is that on a longer basis, even me as a technical person versus a fundamental person, I always pay attention to fundamentals because the bottom line, that is what drives markets. There's no two ways about that. Earnings drives markets. End of story. That being said, the difference of a technical trader and a fundamental trader is I'd much rather basically listen to what the market's telling me every day versus of what a CEO is telling me in an aspect of what he thinks his company's worth. Because, guess what? It's going to be a different ball game. And that's what markets are about also. You know what? Oh, you know what? This is intriguing. So listen to this, man. This is wild. Do you know, like right now, folks, there's more large companies that are basically, they're going from the aspect of being public that they want to come back to being private, okay? Now, what that's about, folks, so picture, markets, capitalism in general, our markets, the reason our markets are so dynamic, it's been one of the best places to raise huge amounts of money in a very short amount of time. Well, one of the reasons that you see not as many companies going public, number one, they're staying private longer, and the other aspect of the amount of companies that we're going to see go private is the aspect that there's so much money out here that you don't have to be public in order to basically get the amount of money that you like. And then what ends up happening is this. Then you have a longer stretch in order to make your goal. You have goals that are set out that the market wants you to do something every single quarter, no doubt. The private equity market, different ball game. But we're going to see a lot more of that. Now, the reason I brought that up is this, because I just given you kind of the bearish part about how I think there's going to be Main Street's not going to come back as quick, right? The second part is something we really want to watch, and this is why. I started thinking about this last night. I'm saying to myself, okay, if that happens, what does that mean? Well, that means that there's still plenty of people, like, I can't picture myself not being in the market. That's going to be impossible, okay? This is like TFNN is like Hotel California. Once you're in, you never get out, okay? That's why you better get good at it. So that's how the market is. So I started thinking about that, and then I'm saying to myself, oh, man, the market can still really fly, because what's going to happen is that as there's less companies and there's still more money, guess what? We're all going to be chasing it. That's what I think has happened. And I think that's what's going to continue to happen. So it's going to be intriguing as to the amount of paper that's out here versus the amount of cash that is out here chasing this at the same time. Let's get over to those S&Ps and take a look at it. We're getting close to this ABC down. We're only 4 points away from it right now. So in the S&P right now, we're at 33.79. Bottom line, I believe, was 33.76, right? Yeah. So we'll see. And they're firing this off. What time is it right now? So it's only get 20 minutes, man. It's a long time. This is going to be crazy. You got another ABC down. Okay. This is an ABC down market. This is going to be wild. So you got another one. Let me put this up again. You do have another one. Okay, so let's go take a look at it. Your A point on this is 33.98. Okay, we will have this for you as soon as I get back. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors. If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 37. Nasdaq is up 85. S&Ps are up 10. And the number on the S&P, this is where this always gets interesting, folks, is that you got an ABC inside an ABC, but it ends up being basically the same number. So you get down to, with that 6, 7, we're talking 33.75 is the number. So bottom line is that we hit 33.78 thus far on that leg down. It doesn't mean that you can't do more than a 1-to-1, but bottom line is that that's that number on an intraday one. So if you happen to be new to TFNN, if you're looking at what I'm doing here, I use 10-minute charts, and I have for forever. So the bottom line is that you have ABC dailies, weeklies, monthlies, and all of that. It doesn't mean that you're going to get it every time, but they are pretty cool in the aspect of whether you're buying or selling and trying to figure out like what's going on in the market simultaneously. Let's go take a look at the XAU and the HUI. So what we had out here is that both the XAU, HUI, got to higher price today. What we want to look at, yeah, I love it. Okay, we had it. Is did we have higher volume yesterday? Because yesterday the bottom line is that, number one, the XAU, HUI held price, that is, okay? And let's see, XAU, there we go. It held price. And then simultaneously what you did is that you had an expansion of volume. We did 39.2 million shares. And you're running into 33 million, the last swing point. That is really sweet, folks, okay? That is saying that the bottom line is that it continues to want higher price. That's how that baby is set up. We get over and we take a look at the Gold Bugs Index, and I believe we're going to see the same thing inside the Gold Bugs Index. The Gold Bugs Index out here today up 96 cents. We're trading 356. And what we did yesterday is that you did 24 million shares going into 24 million. So the bottom line is that we are getting an expansion of volume as we're going higher inside the metals. And that's exactly what you need, folks, in order to basically sustain higher price. Your probability when you do get expanded volume, when you get up to that, bottom line, whole different ball game. The probability that you're going to hold price goes up pretty dramatically. We get over to good old King Dollar, and what you had with King Dollar, there wasn't much movement out here today in King Dollar. There was at the beginning of the day. It did reject lower price today at 92,785. We're at 93 right now, 095. So that's saying that King Dollar, once again, is going to try to go up into the swing area of 93,662. Now, the reason I bring that up, what you're really looking at, and if we look at this last 6 months, you're going to see that, the bottom line is that the dollar went one way, and that was downtown for 6 months. These little tiny bounces that we get in the U.S. dollar, the market seems to take conniptions in a monster way. So it's another tool that you're looking at and saying, okay, is it that dynamic that the dollar goes up and all of a sudden, they're basically selling off the S&Ps? Well, it seems that is what we have happening out here, no doubt. We're going to take a look at the Dow just as how we're setting up for the end of the day out here, because the Dow, the Dow wasn't up big at all today anyway. But the bottom line, we were at 28,231. So you gave up 260 points. If we get a close right here at, let me just see this. Did that make it over this one too? 28,206. No, never. Oh, it did. So here, check this out, man. So the Dow made it over all your little swings from the first initial downdraft, and it couldn't hold price. Now let me see. I'm going to go back to. Now we're going to go back to the 9th, because what you're looking at here, I'm going back to September 9th, and I want to see where the volume is on the 9th. So the 9th gave us 922 million. So what's going to happen here in the Dow, more than likely you're going to have a failure on price, failure on volume, because I don't think we're going to get to 922 million inside the Dow. We're at 544 right now. If we go to the composite, let me take a look at the composite. Let's see. What we have with the composite, it didn't even make it. Yeah, composite never made it to its swing. The composite swing is 11,299, and we only made it to 11,224. So composite has a different deal happening, and has had a different deal happening for quite some time. No two ways about that. Inside the Qs, if we take a look at that, because we had yesterday too, the bottom line it was subtle, but the Qs actually did fail on price and volume by like 1 or 2 pennies, and needless to say, it popped higher again today. 277.22, wasn't it? Oh my God, that was so funny. 275.16. Okay, so 275.16 was the number yesterday. So the number today is 277.22. You're going into the big dog. The big dog was last week when we started out at 282, and the bottom line, you came down into the 270 mark, and there was basically no relief inside of that marketplace out here. So we'll see how this close comes out, because we've certainly got enough volatility into it. They're pushing this around. You can see, you just keep this up with Apple, bottom line. Apple right now, folks, only has to move like $1 to $1.50. And you see the NQs move like 40 points. You see the S&Ps move about 4 to 5. So without even watching anything else, it's pretty intriguing watching how those babies move in spades. Yesterday we had GFI inside the gold market. That broke topside in a monster way. This is going to be a monster ABC structure up. Didn't hold price today, but what you're going to see is that when you put this on a weekly too, it's going to have the weekly volume for a monster ABC up also. On a weekly basis, it needs 46 million shares, and you already have 26 million, and we're on Tuesday. So this is a clean setup, man. I mean, this is a nice clean setup. If we go take a look at Anico Eagle, same type of clean setup. In both cases, they didn't hold price today. 89 was Anico Eagle today. It's down at 85. That being said, bottom line, let me see. So you need 8.6 million. Yeah, and you get for an ABC structure up on the weekly, and we're already at 4.9. That's telling me that that's also going to do an ABC structure on the way up. And of course, what ends up happening is that any sectors that start doing ABC structures, whether they're up or down, folks, you want to be all over them, because it gives you many more chances for equities inside of that structure, that you have the identification first, what the sector wants to do. You get a couple of them that are doing it. Bottom line, it goes from one to another to another. Dow Industrials right now, down 10. NASDAQ is up 103. S&Ps are up 14. We'll come right back.
back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and a need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now flat. NASDAQ is up 119. S&Ps are up 16.5. And we go to gold. Apple, folks, they got a positive. Bottom line is that you're seeing a direct correlation here. There's no doubt about it. The downdraft that you took out there at 3 o'clock, right when I came on, 115.35 down to 113.61. Well, guess what? It's right back to 115.43 right now. So bottom line is that they're buying into this close. Once again, you take a look at the NQs. They're up 151 right now. Volume-wise, what we're going to have out here, let's take a look. So inside the NYSE, it's going to be short volume in a big way. That being said, you're going to have a higher price. It's going to be slightly inside the NYSE, but it's still going to be higher. Inside the NASDAQ composite, the composite will end up doing probably about 3.7. We did 3.7 yesterday. I suspect you can probably do about another 3.7 out here today. The ETF structures, you are going to have quite a contraction of volume. Inside, we were going into yesterday 90 million. We end up doing 65. Now, we won't even do 65 today. We're at 44. We'll try to do about 55, but they'll throw a good 10 million in there at the close. If we go into the 3Qs, it's going to be the same setup. The 3Qs we're going into, where is she? 69 million yesterday. We did 38. And the 3Qs will do it. We're at 38 right now. They'll throw another 10 million shares, more than likely, into that 38. After the close out here tonight, we'll see what they're going to do with FedEx. FedEx is going to be coming out with numbers. And FedEx, revenue-wise, that's up $1 right now. Now, they're expecting a 24%, no, 20, I believe it's 21 or 24-point move, higher or lower. That's the expectation inside the option market for FedEx. And ADBE and Adobe also is going to be coming out with numbers. That's trading at $4.96, and I believe that's a 21 or 24 also. I got them just reversed maybe. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Come back and visit us tomorrow morning.